Hello and welcome to the 2021-2022 Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Wrestling Media Days. My name is Ross Peterson. I am the host of the Sports Fanatics on KXNO 106.3 in Des Moines, Iowa. Today, joined by William Penn, head women's wrestling coach Tucker Black. Coach, how you doing today, man?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's good to see you. You excited about the upcoming season?
Yeah. It's now that we're getting, 2 days away from competing, it's starting to really sink in that it's here.
Year two as the head coach. What are some of your goals for this year as a team?
Continue team continuity. That'd be the first one. Continuous improvement. I think last year, just with each competition, we got better and better. So continuing to build. Then, probably a hard tangible goal is we want to get a couple All-Americans and conference champ or two and be competitive. I think we got the talent to be there. We just got to progress over the season and get to where we need to be.
Couple years in here after a successful college wrestling career from you at Upper Iowa, what are some of the things that you can see already that you've taken from that wrestling career and applied to being a head coach?
Just doing things the right way. Being, sticking to the plan, working on the little details and doing what everybody else isn't. I think that's something I prided myself on as a wrestler, and I didn't get the results I wanted to, but I felt like I always did things the right way. I worked my butt off, and trying to do that as a coach and also implement that into my athletes.
All right, before we get into the actual roster and some of the wrestlers you have coming back, I want to talk about your recruiting because you've got a roster from a pretty wide variety of states. A lot of kids from Iowa, a couple of ladies from California, Texas, Colorado. What have you done to get success in those kind of far-reaching areas?
Just, recruit the athlete, honestly, and not the area. I've been lucky to have some good connections, but just, with each athlete, I want to get to know them the best that I can, get to know them as a person, be genuine. And when you're like that, you grab people from all over the nation, from different walks and ways of life.
All right, Coach, let's talk about some of those wrestlers. Who are your returning wrestlers that you're hoping to compete for some of those All-American spots you mentioned?
Yeah, so we have three returners, Mami Selamani, Salim Omari, both from Iowa City West High School, and then Samantha Ruano from Romeoville, Illinois. All three have made some really good progress this year. Salim is a little banged up right now, but really excited with what I've seen from Mami. I think last year was the springboard and confidence that she needed. That I belong here and I am pretty dang good. So her training has just gotten so much better. Her mindset has gotten so much better. And I think some of the moments I shared with my team towards the end of the year last year led to personal growth and some excitement going into this year. So really excited to see what those three ladies can do.
All right, now that leaves spots for newcomers. And we talked about that recruiting class. Who are some of the newcomers you're really excited about?
Yeah, I think first off would be Brittany Cotter at 109. She's got her accolades, but she's just a tough wrestler. But as I was telling her the other day, I felt like she came in the room and almost, I don't want to say underperformed, but wasn't a superstar by any means. But she's taken her hits and worked hard, and she's really starting to look sharp on the mat. I think as we move up the lineup, Catherine Steinkamp will look really good at 116. I've got, high hopes for Ashley Denny at 143. And then sprinkled in between there's some girls like Gwendolyn Grimes and Maylee Edwards, Toya Griffin, and Phoebe Burt that all wrestled really well at our inter-squad duel last Saturday. That I think have a lot of room to grow and could be point scorers in the future.
Let's talk for a minute about that William Penn campus in Oskaloosa. It looks like there's a lot of fan support. Whenever I'm down on the Oskaloosa campus, it seems like that's a pretty passionate fan base you've got.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good fan base from the community, then also from fellow students. I think people just genuinely care about what we have to offer. I think a lot of what we're seeing right now does stem from Nick Rule, our athletic director. He's been he's honestly a really good boss. A really is good at his job. And it's funny, I was talking to my like kindergarten principal from 20 years ago. I saw him at Culver's the other day, and he was on the board here for a while before he retired. And it's like, man, that Nick Rule, he's just got all these new ideas, and he's a hard worker, and we loved having him. So it just goes to show that his hard work is recognized, and I think he's making a pretty big difference on campus.
For folks that don't know about your facilities there on campus, can you kind of explain to us, Coach Black, what the details? You have your own room. You guys compete in the gymnasium for dual meets.
Yeah, so wrestling room is right there inside the pack. The pack is our big facility. I call it the hub of campus because everybody pretty much meets there for some reason, whether it's a classroom, locker room, coach, competition area, practice room, whatever it is, they're coming there during the day. And then we compete actually in the pack. So instead of competing in a gymnasium like people typically do, the pack is a bigger open area, but we're able to bring bleachers in and surround the mat. And honestly, it's one of the best atmospheres, I think, in college wrestling, regardless of what level you're on, and something that everybody needs to check out.
Coach Black, thanks a lot for giving me some time today, man. I really appreciate it. It's nice to get to know you, and I'll look forward to getting to see you throughout the year. And best of luck this season. Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.
Absolutely, Coach.